Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm sure you guys have questions. Probably think to yourself, what am I looking at right now? What is going on? Well, it takes a little bit of a story. Small one. Got two announcements for today, and I feel like you guys are going to enjoy both of them, but it's going to require some work, so just kick back, hold tight, we'll run through all of it. So, start things off, there was a tweet I put out. I was going to say a couple of days ago, but it looks like it's been 2 weeks ago since I put it out. That's kind of crazy. But this tweet here, just want to become a hot anime boy on the internet. Is that so much to ask? Now, at the time, this tweet was mostly a joke. I was just kind of messing around. Just wanted to put something out. I don't know why. I just tweeted my thoughts at the time. Not something you should do too often, to be perfectly honest. It's how you end up with a lot of problems. But I did, and I decided to. So no big deal there. And a lot of people thought I was joking. Like, granted, yeah, this was just a thought, but people thought like legitimately Skulls had stolen my my phone and tweeted it out for me. No, that was me. I tweeted this on main, didn't really care. It's just how I feel about things. And those of you guys who really know me, you know I'm an opportunist, meaning I do keep an eye out for anything that can be beneficial to myself or that we can benefit on as a community as much as possible. Now, lo and behold, an opportunity popped up and I jumped on it. And now you're staring at the silhouette wondering what it is. Well, it'll be announced. I'll be showing you guys on the 29th of this month. Wow, why did it take me a second to realize that? 29th of this month, yes, in 2 days. As I promised, we have an announcement today, and it is first off the soft announcement of this new change. You guys will see it on the 29th. I started the stream. But there is a second announcement. We've got a little bit of an extra teaser going on with this as well. Something I wanted to do for a very, very, very long time. We will be hosting our very first marathon stream, but not like other marathon streams, not exactly the same. I know you guys have seen subathons, you guys have seen dono-a-thons and things of that sort, where you have to sub to keep the timer going. And not only am I not the biggest fan of those just because of the pressure added onto the viewer to continue the streams going and things of that sort, but also of course the anxiety of it just not working out in general. And it's always kept me away from doing things like that to begin with. However, a couple months ago, I came across another content creator who came up with what seemed like a really, really cool idea. If you guys follow tech, I'm sure you know LTT or Linus Tech Tips, and I'm sure if you watch Linus Tech Tips, you have seen Elijah, or Pokebola known over on Twitch. Now recently, he did a marathon stream where it was more or less a goals-oriented marathon stream where the timer started at about 50 hours, and as they reached the goals, the timer increased by a specific increment. Now, it wasn't specifically like, hey, donate this much, sub this much, so on and so forth. It was like, you know, reaching certain specific goals, CCV, follower goals, stuff like that. Like those things were increasing the timer. However, Elijah's a functioning member of society and he has a 9-to-5. So he capped his at 150 hours. I don't. Meaning our marathon will be fully uncapped. As long as we're hitting the goals, the marathon will continue. And to add even more emphasis on top of this, it's starting at 150 hours. So no matter what happens, we're streaming for the next week straight. No matter what we do, we are streaming at least for the next week straight, roughly. Now, there are some goals that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about them on stream. As we hit those goals, we will increase the stream timer. However, it's not going to be that simple. This is a grindathon. And as you guys know, as you grind and reach your goals, you set new ones. Maybe it's a different game. Maybe it's even further in the game you're playing at the moment. That's going to apply here as well. If we hit the goals we have, we're going to set new goals in those categories. For example, got a goal of hitting 5K over on Twitch. If we hit 5K followers on Twitch, we're setting a new goal and it's going to increase the timer again if we pass that new goal. This is something that will continue to grind. As a community, we can grind and build ourselves up to a longer and longer stream. Things like hitting our goal over on YouTube as well. Things like beating out records that we've had beforehand, our CCV, possibly beating out our sub record, things like that. Right? I know I said, subs aren't required. It's just one of the goals that are there. So you have it as an option. And we're going to be working on this consistently. Now, that's just the marathon side of things. What are we doing during this marathon? Well, to kind of go along the lines of with the grindathon, we're going to be grinding everything. All the games we play, all the MMOs we get into. I'm an MMO grinder at heart. Can't help myself. I'm addicted to the +1. We're going to be getting the +1. That means going for our goals in BDO, getting our Vel's Heart, getting our cups, going for our gear in Final Fantasy XIV, getting our Viper geared up, getting our classes leveled, going to finally dip our toes into Throne and Liberty, getting a class to max level, seeing what the end game is like there, getting a decent set of gear and feeling comfortable with what we're doing. But it's not just MMOs, live service, action-based games, to jump into those too as well. Things like Monster Hunter, things like if we go back over to Grand Blue, finish out some gearing there, going over and hitting max layer rank in SAO, getting our Kirito build set up, finishing stuff that out. But not just that either. I'm also going to be working on grinding up our second channel. And what we're going to do with that second channel is it's going to be dedicated to our long form playthroughs. We do some story-based gameplay here in this channel, and it has to live somewhere. So the Cornell Apostrophe channel is going to be for those long form playthroughs. So things like going back and playing through Elden Ring, all bosses with my favorite weapon type, like Greatsword that's been buffed and actually is a real weapon now. Going back and playing through all of the Kingdom Hearts games, having a full playthrough for all of those that you guys can enjoy whenever you feel like it. Taking my wife through playing Borderlands 2 for the first time. She's never played it before. Something she's wanted to play for a while, and we can jump into that as well. And anything else in between. Gundam Breakers. I mean, I can't think of everything off the top of my head. We're gonna have a list, and that list will continue to grow. We're not just going to take the list and finish the list out and be like, oh, we're all done. We'll add to the list. Things like the first Berserker Kazan. Things like, I'm trying to think of off the top of my head, AI Limit. I mean, going back and playing through the Code Vein DLCs we never played through. That sort of stuff. Having those exist on the channel, that way we have a place for them to live. Maybe even going back as far as to play through .hack volumes 1 through 4, since I never played volume 4. I only played .hack GU volume 1 through 3. Never played the 4th volume that they added. Maybe even going back even further and playing the original .hack Infection, Mutation, Quarantine, and Outbreak. Who knows? But there's a lot of lofty things to talk about here today. A lot of things that we can get into, but we've got to grind. And that's the whole idea here. We're going to be grinding in game while grinding our content at the same time. As far as Twitch streams go, those are going to be live consistently, as is what you'd expect. Even while I'm asleep, they'll be live consistently. YouTube side of things will be a little bit different. YouTube will only be live while we're gaming. So when we're playing any individual game, the stream will go live for that game itself specifically. And then when that game finishes, we'll go ahead and stop the stream on the YouTube side, let that upload as a video itself. You guys can enjoy, have fun with that. And then of course, take our break if we're taking a break or whatever. And then when the next game starts up, YouTube stream will go live again. It'll likely be the same thing over on Twitter. Yes, we do stream on Twitter as well for you guys in case you want to go ahead and have that experience as well. But it is an option available to you. You can always check it out there, or you can use it as a notification, whatever it happens to be. But that's probably how that's going to work out. We are still going to be making videos. I have someone in the background that's going to be helping me out with that. So we'll still be making videos. And even if they can't, I can still handle that even while we're live all at the same time. It's kind of crazy, but we can handle all of these things together. And yeah, that's basically it. The content train is going to take off, and I'm going to be dragged by it. I don't have a choice. We're going to make sure that I put my money where my mouth is. I talk about grinding all the time. I grind in games all the time. It's time to grind the content. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. I'm very much looking forward to this. I know this video is a little longer. It's just an announcement video, and I'm not super great at like hyping things up like crazy. Genuinely a pretty chill, laid back individual, which is why I like grinding and things of that sort. So hopefully this fits the type of marathon that we're looking for. Either way, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video. It's weird saying my usual outro here. If you want to keep up with more. Thanks to the channel members. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you. Hopefully there'll be more of you guys soon, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, my friends. Peace out.